And welcome to the class. The first thing you need to do is you need to go to aplusstudents.com. You need to go to the website. Once you're on the website, you select math as your subject. This is a grade 3 lesson, and the top name of the topic is number and comparing. Number and comparing. I'll give you the chapter number and the lesson number. The chapter number is 1 and the lesson number is 12. The chapter number is 1 and the lesson number is 12, and the name of the lesson is comparing with addition and subtraction. Okay, so let's go to hi Sunny, welcome. Let's go to maths, grade 3, chapter number 1, lesson number 12. Okay, in this case, we would be looking at inequalities with addition and subtraction, right? So we know that the term inequality means either it could be greater than or it could be less than. How do we read greater than and less than? See, if I'll give you a very simple example. If 3 is less than 4, right? Closed end comes towards the smaller number. This means 3 is less than 4. Agreed? Similarly, if I write 4 and 3, so then in this case, it can be written as the open end of the sign come towards the greater number. Agreed? Or we can say alternatively that 4 is greater than 3, right? We have done this previously. I'm just going through it again, okay? So let's look at the questions and see which of the following statements are true or which makes this statement true, okay? Hi, Nate. So the question number 1, we have which number makes this statement true? Okay. And the statement given was 1 plus 3 is greater than a number is missing, right? In the question mark, okay. If there is a question mark, there's a number missing over here. So what number should be over here? Let's have a look. 1 plus 3 is 1 plus 3 would be, if we look at this is known as the left hand side and this is the right hand side, right? So if we say left hand side was given this, the right hand side is given as this, and the sign was 1 plus 3 is greater. What is 1 plus 3? 1 plus 3 is 4. They're saying 4 is greater than something minus 1, right? Then a number, something minus 1. So if we put any other number, okay, the number on the right hand side should be less. It could be 4 is greater than 3. 4 is greater than 2 or 4 is greater than 1. Any number, 4 is greater than 0, right? So there are many possibilities over here. So our choices for the numbers would be, we can say this is 3. So we can say that 1 plus 3 is greater than 3 minus 1. Someone else can also choose a 2 over here. 2 minus 1 would be, a 2 minus 1 would be 1. That means 4 is still greater than 2. It's an open-ended question, okay? So 1 plus 3 is greater than 3 minus 1. That's all we had to do. We had to find the missing number, okay? That's sad news. Let's focus over here. Condolences for that. Okay. For the next question, it says, question number 2. A 7 plus something is less than 12. Okay. If this is the number given to us, and it says that the left-hand side, is less than the right-hand side. Agreed? So 7 plus something has to be less than this. So if I write 7 plus a number, but it should be less than 12. Can I say the number could be 7 plus 1 is equals to 8, which is less than 12? Say 7 plus 2 is equals to 9, which is still less than 12. Can we say 7 plus 3 is equal to 10, which is less than 12? 7 plus 4 is equals to 11, which is still less than 12. But when we add 7 plus 5, we say 12, which is not less than 12, right? It is equals to 12. So this statement is not possible, but all these other statements are true. Agreed? So what we can say is we can choose any number out of these 4 choices. So can I say 7 plus 4 is less than 12? It's still true, right? Sorry. 7 plus 4 is less than 12. So from the choices, we can take any number. We had 4 possibilities over here. Okay. We had 4 possibilities. Out of those 4 possibilities, we can select any possibility that we find feasible. Okay. Moving ahead with the next one. Next question. So the next question says, which statement is true such that so the next question says 4 plus a number is greater than 10. Okay. 4 plus a number is greater than 10. Let this be our question number 3. So what is a possible number? If this was the left-hand side and this is the right-hand side of the equation, okay? So what we need to find is 4 plus a number, right? which should be greater than, right? Which should be greater than 10. How much do we need to add in 4 to make it 10? If I say 4 plus the number 5 is equals to 9, is it greater than 10? Incorrect. This is 9 is less than 10. So we cannot take this, right? If I add a greater number, 4 plus 6, that would be 10. But 10 is not greater than 10. 10 is equals to 10, so we cannot take this. But if we say 4 is greater, 4 plus 7, that is, sorry, 11. Agreed? 4 plus 7 is 11. 11 is greater than 10. That's true. Or 4 plus 8 is equals to 12, which is still greater than 10. So what are the possible numbers we can take? We can take this, we can take this, or any number. No, Semi, we cannot take. It says greater. The left-hand side has to be greater. 4 plus a number should be greater than 10. When we take 5, it is not greater. It's less. Agreed? When we take 6, that is equal. That's still not greater. But once we take the missing number to be 7, that means if we write a 7 over here, would the statement be true? 4 plus 7 is 11. And we know that 11 is always greater than 10, right? So these are the possible numbers. We can take any number, but the number has to be greater than 7. Okay, do we agree, Semi? Let's see. Okay. A next question. For our next question, it says, question number 4, which number makes the statement true? Such that, I'll write down the question. Question number 4. Okay. It says 8 plus a number should be greater than 15. You add something to 8 and it should be greater than 15. Okay. I'm writing the left hand side and the right hand side so that we remember which side has to be greater and which side has to be less than. So we can say we need this side, the left hand side is greater than the right hand side. LHS left hand side, RHS right hand side. So the numbers on the left should be greater. So can we write 8 plus a number should be greater than 15? Okay. How much? How much do we need to add to 8 to make it 15? The simplest way is 15 minus 8. Once we do 15 minus 8, we get a 7, right? So we start from 7. Perfect. So that means if I add 8 plus 7, that is 15. Is it greater than 15? No, it's not. 15 is equals to 15, right? So we cannot take this. But if I take a greater number, 8 plus, if I select 8, 8 plus 8 is 16. Is 16 greater than 15? It's true. If I take 9 over here, that is 17. 8 plus 9 is 17, which is greater than 15, right? That's also true. If I take 10 as the number, that is 18. Is 18 greater than 15? Yes, it's true. So our possible numbers which have been given to us are the possibilities that we can consider is we can take 8, we can take 9, and we can take 10. Right? Agreed, Nate? So all these numbers we have which are true except this number which is not true, because 8 plus 15 was 15. We do not have an equal sign here. We have a greater sign. That means we can take the number 8, 9, 10, 11, any number that you wish. So I'll start off with the smallest possible number. I'll say 8 plus 8. The missing number can be 8. Or like Nate said, Nate is writing a 9. 8 plus 9 is 17, which is greater than 15. Agreed? So any number which makes the statement true would be correct. Agreed? Thank you, Nate. Okay. Moving on to the next question. The next question says, which statement makes which number makes this statement true? And the statement given is, sorry, just a moment. 9 minus 2 is less than a number plus 4. 9 minus 2 is less than a number. Okay, we can read this as this. What is 9 minus 2? 9 minus 2 would be 7. So they are saying 7 is less than a missing number plus 4. Okay. What is the difference between 7 and 4? See, 7 minus 4, we know it comes out to be 3. Agreed? 7 minus 4 is 3. We are just trying to take the difference of these two numbers. This number and this number. We took the difference. That means we start off with 3. If I say 4 plus 3, 7 is less than 3 plus 4. Is it true? If we selected the number, it's false, right? Because 7 equals to 7. We cannot take this. But if I take another number that is greater than 3, if I select a number, 7 is less than, we selection number 4. So can we say 7 is less than 8? That is true. If I select another number, that is 5. So can I say 7 is less than 9? This is still true. Agreed? So any number that would make the result on the right side greater. That means we can take a 4. If we write a 4 in this place, is it true? 7 is less than 8. Agreed? But if I take a 5 over here, 7 would be less than 9. Still true. Agreed? So we start off with the closest possible number and we say that we take the number to be 4. That means 7 is less than 4. Do we agree? Marha, do we agree on that? Do we agree on this answer? So even if we take 4 as the missing number, the statement would be 2. We can take 5 also. We can take 6, any number that is 4 or greater than 4, because 4 plus 4 is already greater than 7. 5 plus 4 is 9, that is greater than 7. If we take 6, that is still greater than 7, right? So we had to suppose a number which would have made the statement true. And the number could be, the minimum number could be 4 or any other greater number. Let's move ahead to the next question. Is this clear or are there any concerns? If there is any concern, please do let me know so that I would explain it again. Okay. For the next question, it says, okay, it says 9 minus a number is less than 3 plus 3. Perfect. Nice question. Okay, let's see. If this was a statement that is given to us, and it says 9 minus a number should be less than 3. So can we write this as 9 minus a number that should be less than 3 plus 3 is? This should be less than 6. Agreed? So what is the difference of 9 minus 6? 9 minus 6 would be 3. So we start with 3. So if we say 9 minus 3 is less than 6, is this statement true? 6 is not less than 6, right? So this is the false statement. But if we take a greater number, 9 minus 4, agreed? 9 minus 4 is 5. Is 5 less than 6? It's a true statement. If we take 9 minus 5, is it less than 6? 9 minus 5 was 4, and 4 is less than 6. Agreed? So if we took the number 4 or we took the number 5, so this means if we consider any number that is greater than 3. So if we took a number that is greater than 3, if we took 4 over here, 9 minus 4 is 5 and 5 is less than 6. We can take 7 also, we can take 8 also, right? So we can select multiple numbers. We have a choice for a lot of numbers. So we select the smallest possible. Okay. Thank you, Nate. Okay, let's move ahead to the next question. So the next question says, if you want, I'll write down all possibilities, okay, from the next question onwards. Okay, question number 7. And the next question says 5 is greater than 9 minus something. Okay, 9 minus a number. Perfect. Perfect, Sami. If this was the statement given to us, this says 5 is greater. We read this as 5 is greater than the numbers on this side. Okay. So can I write this same statement as 5 is greater than 9 minus a number, the missing number, right? So what the first thing we do is, okay, for question number 7, Semi, if we do a 4, because we can see the difference between these two numbers, 9 and 5 is 4, right? So can I say 9 minus 5 was 4? Let's start off plotting the numbers with the 4. So if I say 5 is greater than 9 minus 4, is it true or false? It's a false statement. Why? Because 5 is not greater than 5. Agreed? So this is a false statement. Let's try a smaller number. Why are we trying a smaller number? Because the answer on the right hand side is less than. Okay, so if I would say 5 is less than 9 minus 3. What is 9 minus 3? 5 is greater than 6. Is this true statement? It's still a false statement. That means when we used a number that was less than 4, it's coming out to be false. Let's try a greater number. If we say 5 is greater than 9 minus 5, if we took a number that is greater than 4, that means 5 should be greater than 9 minus 5 is 4. This is a true statement. Or if we take another number that is still greater than 5, so we can say 5 is still greater than 3. It's still true statement, right? So what we are looking for is, okay, yes, perfect. So what we are looking at is a true statement. The statement would be true only if either we take it as a 5 or we take it as a 6. But it's false when we take it at 4 or we take a number less than 4. So what is the smallest possible number? That means this is the smallest possible number. That makes it perfect, right? Perfectly true. That means 5 is greater than 9 minus 5 is 4. Any number greater than 4 when substituted in place of the missing number would make our statement true. Okay? Okay, let's move ahead to the next question. Question number 7, question number 8. Okay, let's have a look at question number 8. And the question number 8 says, which of statement makes it true? Okay, let's have the values. Okay, they're saying 9 plus a number should be greater than 12. What do we need to add to 9 to make it greater than 12? What can we add to 9 to make it? A number needs to be added to 9, right? To make it greater than 12. So if I say 9 plus a number, let's suppose that's a missing number, should make the number on the left hand side to be greater because it has the opponent of this inequality. Or we can say 9 plus something, or 12 is less than 9 plus something, right? So what is the difference of 9 and 12? The larger number minus the smaller would be 3. So we start substituting from 3. If I say 9 plus 3, would it be 9 plus 3 would is 12. Is it greater than 12? No, it's not. It's a false statement. If we take 2, is it greater than 12? That is 11 is not greater than 12. It's still a false statement. So we try a number that is greater than 3. A number greater than 3 would be 9 plus 4. Is 9 plus 4 is 13? Is 13 greater than 12? It's a true statement. If I say 9 plus, if we suppose the number to be 5, that makes it 14. Is 14 greater than 12? It still makes it perfect, right? True in this case. So that means the smallest possible number that we have for choice is 4, right? That makes it 13. Agreed? If we put a number that is 4 or greater than 4, okay? 4 or greater than 4, that means it would always be true for this given question. Okay? Moving ahead to the next question. The next question says, just a moment, please. For the next question, it says, which statement makes Which number makes the statement true such that the given question is, just a moment, where, okay, 10 minus a number, you subtract something from 10 and it stays greater than 3. Okay, you subtract a number from 10, but still it should stay greater than 3. So can we say 10 minus a number and the answer still stays greater than 3? So where do we begin from? Okay, where do we begin? Rebecca, where do we begin from? Which number should we start from? Yes, we can, if we take the difference, 10 minus 3 was 7. Agreed? So let's start off with 7. If 10 minus 7, 10 minus 7 is 3. Is 3 greater than 3? It's not, right? So we say this statement is false. We cannot take 7 as the number. Okay, let's take 8. So if I say 10 minus 8, is it greater than 3? 10 minus 8 was 2, which is not greater than 3. So it still is a false statement. We took an 8. We started with 7, we took a 8. 8 is not possible, right? Hyper, we tried 8, right? 10 minus 8 is, that's 2. And 2 is not greater than 3. So can we try another number? Can we try a number that is less than 7? If we try 6, it should be greater than 3. 10 minus 6 is 4, which is greater than 3. It's a true statement. Okay. Or if we try another number that was smaller than 6, let's see. Is it greater than 3? 10 minus 5 is 5, which is still greater than 3. It's still true. If we take a 4, is it greater than 3? 10 minus 4 is 6, and it's still greater than 3. So what we can see over here is, from the difference of these two numbers, that was 7, right? So we start, okay? We can go to 2, we can go to 3, we can go to any number that is less than 7, right? That means all these statements were true. But these were false statements. So we cannot take a 7. We cannot take a number greater than 7. Even for 9, it would be false. Agreed? So what we do is we take a smaller number. So what is the smallest possible number? That is 6. If we take 6 as the first possibility, we can take 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. But 10 minus 6 is greater than 3. Okay. These questions are called open-ended. Someone, it's okay, Rebecca. Focus here, Rebecca. That means if there are 5 students or 3 students, one student give the answer 6 for the missing number, it's true. Another can give 5 as the number, it's still true. Another can give 4 as the answer, it's still true. That means any number that is making this statement true would be considered as the correct answer. Okay, so let's try another question, question number 10. And the statement says, okay, the statement says 2 plus something is less than 6 minus 1. Just a moment, I'll copy this. Okay. So the question says 2 plus a number should be greater than 6 minus 1. So we can rewrite this as 2 plus a missing number should be less than, what is 6 minus 1? That is 5. So can we look at the difference of these two numbers? So what we see is when we say 5 minus 2, it comes out to be 3. So let's start off with 3. Then we go to the smaller number than 3. Okay. So can I say 5? Sorry, in the question it says 2 plus a missing number should be less than 5. If we take the missing number to be 3, 2 plus 3 is 5. Is 5 less than 5? No, it's not. That means this statement was false. Agreed? But if we take a number that is less than 3, if I say I take a number that is less than 3, if I take a number 2, that means 4 is less than 5. Agreed? That means this is a true statement. So that means we can take any number that is less than 3. I can take 2 as the answer. Okay. I can take 2 as the answer. You can take 1 as the answer also, because 1 would be true also. 2 plus 1 should be less than 5. That means 3 is less than 5. This was a true statement. Agreed? But if I take a number that is greater than 3, 2 plus 4 should be less than 5. Is it true? 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 is not less than 5. Then this is a false statement, right? So we had two possibilities for the answers. You could have written 2 or a 1. So whichever you feel, consider to be the correct answer, the answer supposed to be given, you give that as the answer. Okay? Because this is an open-ended question. An open-ended question will give you a choice to select your answer. Okay? Jaime, let's do one more question and then move to the test. For the next question, it says, which number, makes this statement true? And the statement given is 1 plus something is greater than 10 minus 2. Okay, for the next question, this is the statement. Okay. We know that it's saying the left hand side is greater than the right hand side. So we can write this as 1 plus a missing number should be greater than, what is 10 minus 2? We know 10 minus 2 is 8. So we start off from the difference of these two numbers. So what is 8 minus 1? Is 7. The first number that we substitute is 1 plus 7 should be greater than 8. But it says 1 plus 7 is 8 is greater than 8. It's a false statement. Agreed? Let's suppose we take a 6. If I say 1 plus 6 should be greater than 8, if I consider the number to be 6, so is 7 greater than 8? No, it's not. It's a false statement. If I take a 5, is it true? Is it greater? No, 6 is less than 8. It's again a false statement. That means we cannot consider a number that is 7 or less than 7, but we can consider a number that is greater than 7. So can we take 8 should be greater than 8? 9 is greater than 8. This is a true statement. That means, what is the option that we can consider? We can say 1 plus 8 is greater than 8. Or we can say 1 plus 9 is greater than 8. We have multiple options. We can also say 1 plus 9 should be greater than 8. That means 10 is greater than 8. This is also true, right? So any number that is greater than 7 will make this statement true. Okay, let's just a minute, please. Okay, let's do this. Let me put it in a box. This was the working, and this is the working. Okay, let's go to the test and let's do some questions from the test. Marha, any number greater than 7, right? 7 was the difference. Perfect, Semi and Marha. But if we put a number that is greater than 7, it's showing us that it is true, right? Okay, great. Let's do some questions from the test. Let's do it quickly. Just a moment. I need to log in back. Grade 3, chapter number 1, lesson number 12, I think. Yes. The test, the first question for the test, I'll start off with the first question. Let's try to do it very quickly. In your answer, just write question number 1, part A, part B. Okay. You would have two statements. Okay, let's begin with the test. The first question from the test states that, okay, which statement makes it true? This is our question number 1 from the test. Option number A or option number B? I'm quickly writing option A, option B. Let me copy the next one. See, what I prefer doing is, once I put a 5, 8 plus 5 is 13, which is not greater than 15, right? And the next time I put a 8, 8 plus 8 is a number. Is it greater than 15? So we simply know which option should be true. If the options are given, we just simply put the value of those options. Okay. Yes, Semi. But we're studying right now. Okay. Okay. Option A or option B? Question number 2. Yes, thank you, May. Option, this is perfect, because if we write 8 over here, that means 8 plus 8 is 16. This has to be greater than 15. True. What about the next one? See, this can be written as 6 minus a number should be greater than 4. We can simplify this, right? So 6 minus 1, 6 minus 1 is 5. And 6 minus, no, do again. May again, see, if I say 6 minus a number should be greater than 4, agreed? If I put these two options, option A and option B, option A was 1. That means 5 is greater than 4, right? True. But if I put 4, 6 minus 4 was 2, is not greater than 4. It's a false statement. So which should be true? Option. Which option should be true? All I did was substituted these values, right? For question number 1, option number A should be correct, right? Okay. These are easy questions. Okay. Just give them a try, complete them, and let's see how many questions do you have for the test. Just a moment, please. Okay. We only have 30 questions. Okay. Just a simple equation, one line statement that you need to solve. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Best of luck and do practice the